Hello, welcome to my Chatfuel Masterclass course. In this video, I want to introduce you to the dashboard of Chatfuel. If you are new to Chatfuel, you need to click on Get Started for free, and it's going to redirect you to your Facebook for authentication, and then thereafter you get to the dashboard of Chatfuel. But since I have an account with Chatfuel already, I will click on login. Here is the main dashboard of Chatfuel. If you want to create a new chatbot, all you have to do is click on add. This is the new bot I just created now, but I'm going to give it a name right away. So I'm going to go to rename, and the bot is going to be a bot for hotel, and the name of the hotel is Regina Suits Bot. Okay, so when you've done that, you click on done, and that is all. Now we go right into the dashboard of our main chatbot. So I'm going to click on it and visit the main dashboard of the chatbot, and here it is. We have different sections of the chatbot. So personally, I've categorized the dashboard into four. We have the menus, and we have the headers, we have the tabs, this area, and finally we have the content area where we put up all our content. Just like you are seeing here, you can see a lot of content that came with the chatbot directly from Chatfuel. So I'm going to delete everything that is right here, so that I'm going to start from scratch, because I don't want to be confused. So as you can see, I will have to delete everything, and over here the bot is asking for confirmation from me. So I'm going to delete everything, and then I'm going to delete this place. So finally I'm going to delete this particular comment, and that is all. Now the bot is blank, is better right now. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I want to show you how to connect your new bot to your Facebook page. So I'm going to go to the header area, and as you can see, this button, so click on connect to Facebook. Over here are the pages that I admin. So I'm going to head over to the page I want to connect my bot with. As you can see, the bot is now publishing, and finally the bot is published. So right now, if you look at the header area, you see this link. This is the link to the chatbot. If I click on it right now, it's going to lead me to the home page, and we can't do that right now because the home page is blank. In the next video, we are going to put up content in the home page or the welcome page of the bot. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching. Welcome back. In this video, I want to put up some content into the welcome page, so that whoever come into the chatbot, the first message the person is going to receive is the content that is going to be right here. And I've written it up, and here it is. As you can see, I put up a typing card that the bot should type for 4 seconds, and then this content is going to be displayed to the user. It says good morning Jamu. Right here it's almost 1 a.m. here, so that is why I'm using good morning. And later in one of the videos, we are going to automate the display of the time of the day. If the user is in the morning, or the user is in the afternoon, or the user is in the evening, the bot is going to display that automatically. So then secondly, the bot says welcome to Regina Suits Hotel, and then we are going to display the logo of the company. Then we'll give out the value proposition of the company, and then give some options to the user so that the user can continue with the chatbot. So I'm going to break down this place, and then I'm going to copy it out like this, and you can have another typing card if you like, but it's not compulsory. Then over here we can have the logo of the company, and I'm going to come over here and select image. Then you can upload the logo by clicking on this icon. So I'm going to go back to the home page and select the logo, the demo logo we are going to use for the logo of the company. As you can see, the logo is now displaying. Then next is the value proposition of the company. I can help you book a room, answer your questions, order for any of our services, and lots more. Are you around the hotel? So right after this moment, we have two buttons, which one is going to say yes and the other one is going to say no. The yes button is going to lead to another page, and the no button is going to lead to a different page, which we are going to set up very soon in one of the coming videos. At the moment, I would love that it's removed from the main messages, and I'll go up, is there any problem, so that I can correct them. So after setting this up, you can now test the chatbot. So if you want to test, you just go over to this m.me link, and the bot is going to lead you to Messenger, and all the messages we've set up earlier in the welcome page is going to be displayed inside the chatbot. As usual, if you are interacting with the bot for the first time, you will need to click on this get started button in order to start getting the messages within the chatbot. As you can see, the bot is typing for 4 seconds. This is the logo, and then this is the value proposition of Regina Suit, and then this is the call to action, which we are going to continue in the next video. This is how to set up your chatbot welcome page. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I want to show you how to comment out blocks of text within the Chatfuel dashboard. Let's say you are working on a very big project and you're working with other developers on the project, 2 or more people working on a project. You need to have a way to show other people where you stop, where you want other people to continue, or something like that. Just like if you are into programming, we have commenting stuffs within programming languages. Chatfuel just introduced this new feature, and I want to show you how to make use of the plugin. So to get started, you click on this plus icon and go over to this plugin area, and you come down, you see this comment, click on it, and it's going to show up. Let's say I want to tell a developer to implement a JSON API that is going to automatically display the time of the day to the user. I can say something like, please implement the JSON API that would automatically display the time of the day to the user based on their time zone. Okay, so anytime the developer comes around into the welcome page, Once he sees this and is going to implement this, then thereafter he can delete it. So also probably I want to come down over here and tell another person to implement something here. I can put up the comment plugin and put up a block of text like to create yes or no quick reply button for the user to continue. So we can drag this down because I want it to be the last thing. So the user that is going to be interacting with the chatbot are not going to be seeing this message. It's going to be shown only to the developers of the chatbot. This is how to make use of Chatfuel comment plugin. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I want to show you how to manage your Chatfuel default answer. As you can see in this comment, Chatfuel team says the default answer block is your bot default response to any input from a user that the bot does not specifically recognize. So as you can see, the content of the default block, if I come over to the messenger and I type I cannot understand you, so the bot is going to reply me with the content of the default answer block. So far the bot cannot recognize the text, and let me send out another message. I can say, you mean what? Okay, you see the bot is going to keep telling me the same thing, which is not a good thing for user experience. There are several ways to make this better, but for now at this stage, what we'll do is we'll just get rid of the default answer text, and also you can also get rid of the comments on this page. By clicking on the delete button, is going to get rid of everything within the default answer block. In the next video, we are going to continue building up our chatbot by implementing the yes or no button by the use of quick reply. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to set up quick reply buttons to display yes or no, so that after the user has gotten this call to action, he or she can continue within the chatbot. To do that, I'm going to click on quick reply, and over here I'm going to type in yes, and then the second button I'm going to type in no. After creating the quick reply buttons, we want to make sure we create the pages that the users are going to lead to when they click on any of these buttons. So I'm going to create a group and add 2 pages into it. The first one is going to be yes, and then the second one is going to be no, and for now there is not going to be any content within it until we get to the next video, and I'm going to name this post welcome message. In the next video, we are going to talk about how to use user attributes within Chatfuel chatbot. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. Before I start talking about user attributes, let us just link the new pages with the buttons, so that whoever click on any of the buttons will be able to go to the new pages. Good. Now, a user attribute in Chatfuel is like a tag that is given to each user that interact with the chatbot. And we have two types of user attributes. We have the user defined user attributes. They are the attributes that the developer of the chatbot put into the chatbot in order to tag the inputs or the behavior of each user interacting with the chatbot, while the system defined attributes are the one that come within the chatbot. Chatfuel is extracting them from Facebook. Like if we type the first name just like this, the bot is going to interpret the first name into the user's first name or last name. Or if you type in gender, I'm a male, it's going to print out male for me. For someone who is a female, is going to print out gender is equal to female. So we are going to be needing this in the 2 pages I just created. So I'm going to copy this and delete it from here and paste it inside the no page. And I created a little document. So I said for users that are not around the hotel and selected no, and we want them to book a room. Normally the person is not yet around. It's most likely he or she has not booked a room and will be interested in booking a room. So let me just copy this also, and I'm going to go back to the page and paste it right here. And then as you can see, yay Jamu. So instead of me writing Jamu, I want the bot to write out each person's first name, so that everything is going to be automated. So I'm over here, I'll just type in first name, or is the last name, I can't remember. I will help you book a room today. Please answer the following questions. Then I'm going to copy this out into another block. Now we need to get some information from the user, and we are going to make use of a Chatfuel plugin known as the user input plugin. And over here I'm going to copy out what date do you intend to lodge. I'm going to copy it here. The bot is going to ask this question and is going to attribute it to an attribute. So let me go up date of login. So I'm going to use login date as the user defined attribute. So I'm going to just type login date, and the bot is going to convert it to an attribute. Then what other question do we want to ask? We want to ask about the room type. What type of room do you want to reserve? So is it type 1 or type 2 or type 3? And then what's the attribute we've written for it? That's room type. I'm going to come over here and type in room type. Then what's the last question? How many children are lodging with you? So let me just select like this and then select a feed. Then what attribute do you want to target with? Number of children. You just come over here and number of children. So lastly, we'll need to put up, please let's have your phone number. We can do it like this, and there's another way we can also do it. Probably in one of the upcoming videos I'm going to show them to you, and then we can tag this one as phone, and then we can go up there and delete this one because I use it just to explain the concept. So now we want to create 2 buttons. So I'm going to approach it like this. I will say, are you ready to submit your request? So over here I can say yes, yes, please submit, or something like that. Then there's going to be another page, so I can just come over here and write yes, please submit my info. Then I'm going to create a page. It's going to load now. As you can see, yes, please, the page has already been created. So also then we'll have another quick reply button, which is going to say update info. So probably while typing out the responses, probably the user made a mistake. The user will be able to edit or make correction to the mistake before submitting it back to the admin of the hotel. So in order to achieve that, we also need to create another page for that, and I'm going to do that on the fly, as you can see here. Before I end this video, I'm going to do two things. First, I'm going to go back to the welcome page to set up a tag or user attribute to know which button a user clicks, so that we'll be able to probably retarget the user later. So we can have something like let me check the last statement. Are you around the hotel? We can use an attribute like are you around the hotel, so that we'll be able to know what we are really tagging. So also I'm going to go back to the no page, and I'm going to create a URL for it, and you can put in the no into the ref parameter. Then by clicking on this link, we'll be able to test out the page. This is the response I got back from the chatbot. If I go back to the page, as you can see, yeah, first name, and then the bot is mentioning my name automatically. I will help you book a room. So what date do you intend to travel? Let me say today is 19th of May. Let me say 2005 2018. I'm going to type that. Also, what room type? I'm going to say room type 1. I'm going to type it to the bot, and the bot is going to be tagging me along the way. Do you have children? No children. I can say no children or none. And then lastly, the bot is going to ask for my phone number. I'm going to provide that. Okay, then I'm going to send it to the chatbot, and then right now the bot is going to ask me, do I want to submit all these requests? If I click on yes, please submit button, we've not gotten anything into that page, so it's going to be blank. Also, when we update this particular page with the update info, I'm going to, if I click on this button, I'll be able to change any of these attributes, any of these content that I've put into the bot. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I want us to display back the user inputs we collected earlier via user attribute, and display them back to the user before he or she is being able to submit it, or if there's an error in the submission, he or she can make changes by clicking on this button. So let me copy this and then do as we want it to be. So I'm going to just edit this text. I'm going to do it like date. The date, we can say the date you intend to lodge, and then we're going to output the value of the attribute in front like this. So as for this, just copy out the attribute name, and then we are going to put it right here. Don't forget the brackets. Then the second question, what type of room do you want to reserve? We can say the type of room you want to reserve, and then we output the room type. What's the third question? How many children are lodging with you? Then I can come back here, number of children lodging with you. Okay, and I'm going to output the attribute, and lastly we can say your phone number, then output the value, the user input for the phone number, and then at the top you can have something like here is your submission. Okay, then probably we have something like this, and then below here we'll just tell the user, is he or she ready to go ahead with the submission. So I would like us to test this out right from the home page of the chatbot. So let me go back to the welcome page, and then I'm going to go to Messenger, and then I'm going to make sure I'm starting from scratch. I'm going to delete all the messages I have over here right now, and then I can try this all over again. So the bot is starting all over. Click on get started, and then it's going to type for 4 seconds, and then good morning Jamiu, welcome to Regina Suits. So this time around I'm going to click on no, and then it's telling me, yeah, Jamiu, I will help you book a room today. Please, what date do you intend to lodge? Let's say 2005 2018, and I'm going to submit it like that. Then the room type, I'm going to copy out room type number 1, and then submit it like that. Then it's going to ask me for the number of children. I'll say no children is coming with me, and then lastly it's going to ask for my phone number. I'm going to okay, then I'm going to send it like that, though it's not correct. As you can see, here is your submission, the date you want to lodge is this, the room type is this, no children, and this is the phone number I dropped. Am I ready to submit? So if there is a mistake somewhere, I can click on update, and the stuff is going to start all over again. But if I want to submit, I'm going to click on this one. But right now we've not worked on this particular page. There is going to get the information from here and possibly send it to our email address, or send it to Google Sheet, or treat the value anyhow you want it to be. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video I want us to talk about how to send user submitted information from within Messenger back to the chatbot admin email, and I'm going to use this value as an example. Then I'm going to copy it like this. When they click on this button, they want to submit this information, so the person is going to come over here. Then what we only need to do is click on this plus button, and then select this plugin. It's named send email plugin. So what you now do is the content, the body of the message, so it's going to contain the content you want to send plus the attributes. So we can say here is a new submission. Then we now need to output it just like the way it was submitted, and then you can add some other stuff you want to add if you like it like that. Then you can now come over here and type in the admin email. Let's say, let me use this mail at gmail.com, and then what's going to be the title of the mail when it get to this email. That is how to do that. I can say a new hotel request from Chatbot or something like that. So then that is everything you need to do. So now let's retest our setup, and then we can see if this is actually working or not. So I'm going to submit what I just inputted earlier. I'm going to click on submit. Then nothing is going to be displayed, and the values are going to be submitted. And that's going to be because normally we are supposed to add some text here, something like thank you for the submission, so that after this plugin is run, then the chatbot is going to output this text that is written below here. Now I'm inside my email and I'm going to check the update tab. I'm sure this is the request I made from the chatbot and it has been sent to my email, and I'm going to open it right away. Then you see the content and you're going to see that it's just exactly the way I submitted it, that the bot is going to send it over to me inside my email. This is how to pass inputted information from Chatfuel to your email. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I want to show you how to manage redirection within Chatfuel chatbots with the aid of GoToBlock plugin, and I'm going to dive right in. I'm going to go to the update info block. Whenever a user clicks on this button, he or she wants to edit the value he or she submitted earlier. So I'm going to go right there. So when the user gets here, so we want to redirect the user back to the no page. So to do that, we'll go over to GoToBlock plugin. So you click on it, and then you can come over here and type where you want the user to go back to. We want it to go back to no whenever the person clicks on it, and then now we can now retest the chatbot from scratch. Here is the bot all over again. I'll just click on get started and the bot is going to start typing. So I'm going to click on no, and then the bot is going to ask me the date I want to launch. Let me say tomorrow. And then the bot is going to ask me for the room type. Let's say this time around I want it to be room type 2, even though my choice is supposed to be room type 1. Then are children coming with me? No. And then my contact details, let's say 234-081-670-82704. Then I'm going to submit it like that. So the bot is going to display back my values. So let's say I made a mistake. Instead of room type 1, I typed in room type 2. So I'll just click on update and the cycle is going to start all over again. So I can now tell the bot to book me for tomorrow, and then in place of room type, and I want it to be room type 1 instead of room type 2. Then children coming, no. And then finally my contact details, I can say 234-081-670-82704. 0827004. Okay, then you can click on send, and then now let's say the values, my inputs, are now correct. Then the next thing we need to work on is when I click on submit, where do I want the values to go to? Do I want it to be sent to my mail? In the next video, we are going to talk about how to send user information from the chatbot directly to email. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I want to show you how to add emojis and GIFs to your chatbot. So we're going to continue from where we left off in the last video, and that is where we were able to create the page for whoever clicks on no button. So right now I'm going to work on the yes page, which is the one over here, and I'm going to make use of the GoToBlock plugin to link to a general page, and I'm going to name the page menu because I assume the users of the chatbot will be referencing this page you want to create now every time. So we just want to create it once, and then we'll just be, whenever we need it, we'll just set up a GoToBlock card and redirect to the page. So let me name the page menu. I'm going to come right here and type menu, and I've gotten some content that I want to put in on the page, and I can put up something like welcome, then make mention of the user, and then I can say what would you like to do today. Then possibly I can come over here and look for an emoji, probably a smiley one. Okay, so let me see which one I want to take. Let me see, a kissing face. You can always choose any emoji you want. You can search, you can come over here and search. So let me say I like this and I want to use it. So also we will be making use of quick reply, and there are going to be like 4 quick reply buttons. And then let me look for the structure of the page. We have about, and that one will lead to fact page, and that one will lead to services, and lastly another one will lead to contact. Let me just copy it right there, and we can continue from there. So we can create a page for contact on the fly, just like the way I taught you in the last video. Let me also come over here to pick up another button name, and I can come back here and put it on services. I can also create the page on the fly. Okay, so just select like this, contacts, and then services. You select like that. Then what next? We have fact. Just copy and come over to the chatbot and put in. So let also generate the fact page immediately because we didn't have it earlier. And also we have the about Regina Suits. So let me come back here and make use of that text, and that is about Regina Suits. We can have about. Okay, so let us also create that about. Great. So these are the 4 buttons, and we have pages we've created that's going to lead to them. The first one is about. I will just go over to about and come back here and copy the content. Whoever come to that page is going to encounter a typing card. So if the person wants to learn more, the person can click on another button. So you can look for an emoji to put here, let's say an arrow. So you just search for the arrow and the website is going to bring it on. Just copy it like this and then go over to the button, you understand, and then let's say we want to, when they click on this, we want to display another content, which is right here. Let me copy it. So all you have to do is just create another page. It can be something like about learn more. Okay, so we also create the page on the fly. So the page has been created and you just come over here and probably you put a typing card, or you have images you want to put. You can do all that very easily. Then we can have a typing card here. It all depends on how you want it to be. We also have to fill up the other pages. We have the fact page. We need to fill that up. I have to come back here and put up the content, something like we have to integrate natural language processing later to this page to make the bot more smarter. Okay, so let's go back. So we also have services. We have the services page is going to contain 3 services and 2 other buttons. So I'm going to just have this, then I can come back to the page like this and say please select the service you would like to use. Now we have 3 quick replies. We can say room service, so you can create a page for that. We also come over here, whoever is interested in getting laundry done can click on this button, then we can say laundry. So you just create the page, then we come back here and whoever is interested in housekeeping can come back here and click on housekeeping. We also create the page on the fly. I just have to select it like this. These are the 3 top level pages, and then as you can see we have content right below them. Under room service, let's go there and put up the content that is right there. You can have images, custom images as you like. So also we can come back here. Do you need laundry? Please call us. So like the one for room service, you can have something like a button to call room service or something like that. We're going to do that probably in the next video. So the second one is the laundry. Let me go back to the laundry page and then put up a typing card and this text over here. We also come back to housekeeping, so I can come back here and go over to housekeeping page, then put up a typing card, also copy the content. Based on what I've jotted here, I have these 2 buttons. Whoever clicks on back to services is going to go back to the main service page. Whoever clicks on back to menu is going to go back to the top level menu page. So let's try and implement this on all the 3 pages for the sake of user experience. So we can have back to services, so you just have services here, then back to menu. You can have back to menu. You can have just type in the menu here. So we are going to do this for all the 3 pages: laundry, and room service. So let me just copy like this and go over to laundry, then select the quick reply, then I select services, and then select like this. Then we also have back to menu. Okay, so you select menu, and then finally we need to go to room service and put in back to services. Okay, so select services page, so that whoever click on that button is going to lead to services page, back to menu, then we select the menu page. Okay, seems there is one more page we've not done, and that is the last page, and that is the contact page. And I've gotten a little bit of write-up over here, so I will just put it up, and so that is going to be okay. There is double typing card where I have to delete one of them. Don't forget, all these sub pages we've created were links main menu page, and we need to also link the main menu page to the yes page. So I'll come back to the yes page and probably type for 4 seconds, then select the go to block card, and then reference the name of the page I want the user to be redirected to, and that is the menu, and just allow the page to save. In the next video, we are going to test out what we've just set up in this video, and also I'm going to show you how to add GIFs to your chatbot. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I want us to learn how to spice up our chatbot with the use of GIFs, and then thereafter about the project of this course. So I'm going to go to giphy.com, a website where you can search for any kind of GIF you can use on the chatbot. So I'm going to search for a welcome GIF, and I'm going to put it right here. So to do that, you have to click on this plus button and select image, and then we'll come to the GIF, and let's say this is the GIF that you want to place inside the chatbot. Just go over to the source of the GIF, and then you'll be able to save it to your PC by right clicking on the image like this. Then you can save it into your folder. Now you need to go back to your upload image and then select the GIF you just downloaded. As you're going to see now, the GIF is going to come up right here. This is the GIF. Now we are going to go back to the welcome page and retest the chatbot from scratch. On get started button, and then the bot is going to give us all the options we've set up. But instead of going for the no button, now we're going to go for yes button. So are you around the hotel? I will say yes, and then it's going to lead us to the yes page, and the yes page is going to lead us to the menu page. Great, this is the GIF, and then welcome, and the bot made mention of my name via the attribute we declared earlier. What would you like to do today? And this is the emoji we inputted. So it says about Regina Suit, fact, services, and contact. So if you could remember, under services we had some other sub pages. I would like us to see what's in there. So these are the 3 services. If I click on laundry now, let's say I'm right inside the hotel, and presently I need laundry, so I want to contact the laundry support. I can just like I said earlier, we can put up a click to call button here where the person lodging in the hotel can call the person in charge of laundry. So also I can go back to the menu by clicking on back to menu. Here is the services page. I'm going to also go right in once again, and I'm going to select another service. This time around, instead of selecting laundry, I'm selecting housekeeping, and then when it gives me the content, I'm not going to go back to services this time around. I'm going to go back to the menu. So the bot is going to take me back over here. So you are going to see right now. Yeah, this is it. Welcome Jamu. This is welcome Jamu. The bot is not displaying this give because give is part of the yes page, and when we set this up to go back to menu, we didn't set it up to go back to the yes page, but we set it up to go back to the menu page. That is why it's not displaying the GIF. In this video, you've been able to learn how to put up GIFs into your chatbot, and we've also been able to test out what we've set up so far. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to subscribe your chatbot users to update. We're going to start by creating a special group for the updates, and I'm going to name it subscription. And then let's go ahead and create a page that's going to be our landing page for the update section, and then we can type this content that I just created here. Whenever you want to create your update page, make sure your content is compelling enough so that the user will be able to subscribe to updates, because if it's not convincing enough, the person might not go ahead with the subscription. So, and then I'm going to create a quick reply button, and this one is going to be something like I'm interested. Okay, then the second one can be something like take me back. Whoever clicks on this one is going to take the person back to the home page of the chatbot. That is why I'm linking it with the welcome page. And then also, whoever is interested, we want to lead the person to update confirmation. Okay, confirmation. Good. So let me create the page, and I'm going to drag the page over here. So this is how it works. The update confirmation, whoever clicks on this one is going to go right to the update confirmation. I have a dummy text here we can use without wasting time, and I'm going to paste it right here. You are now subscribed. We'll get in touch soon. So whoever wants to subscribe is going to get over here, and then I can come back and attribute the people that are going to be clicking on the buttons. So we can have an attribute like updates, so that we'll be able to track people that have been able to subscribe, and later whenever we want to send them messages, we'll be able to make use of this attribute, so that we won't be sending messages to everyone on the bot. We'll only be sending messages to people that are subscribed to update. So also we can come back to the update confirmation and set up another attribute. Probably at the top right here, you come over to the plugins and go over to set up user attributes. You can have something like updates is equal to subscribed. Okay, this means that whenever we want to target people that have been able to subscribe for updates, all we have to do is to select update is equivalent to subscribe, and it's going to select everyone that subscribe for updates. Then won't be bugging those people that have not subscribed for updates. I hope you understand what I've been saying in this video. If you have any question, do not hesitate to ask me in the Q&A section of this course. Thank you so much for watching, and let's proceed in the next video. Welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to unsubscribe users from updates. So this is going to occur probably if you are sending too much messages, or probably you are sending messages to people that didn't subscribe earlier, or if a user feels that he's not getting the value from your update, the person can intend to unsubscribe from your chatbot, meaning that they don't want to get your messages again. So what they will do is you are going to provide them a button. When they click on the button, they are going to get over here, and let me copy out the content I've been able to create for this purpose, and I'm going to miss you, and then it's going to mention the person's first name. If you want to unsubscribe, please click on the unsubscribe button below. So we are going to have a button right here that can be something like unsubscribe me. Okay, and we are going to have a confirmation page for unsubscription, just like we had for the update. And I'm going to type that right here, unsubscribe confirmation. Okay, we are going to create it right away, and let me copy out a dummy content I created for that purpose, and we can come back to the unsubscribe confirmation and possibly paste in this content, and then I'm going to just copy this out. After this, we need to tag the person and remove the user from update is equal to subscribe, and then we are going to tag the person as update is equal to unsubscribed. So as you can see right now, there is, let me just delete this and show you something. When I type in update is equal to, you see 0 user, no one had ever clicked on the button to unsubscribe. Now we are going to say update is equal to unsubscribed. Cool. Then let's continue. This is fixed. Let me bring this up and probably have a typing card over here. Okay, so it says, friend, if that was a mistake or you change your mind and you like to resubscribe again, please click on the button below. So we're going to give the user a button. Probably the person unsubscribed by mistake, or after clicking on the button, he was like, oh, I'm going to miss these guys. So the person can click on a button again to resubscribe again. So we are going to now lead the user back to the update page, and the cycle is going to continue. When the user gets to the update page, and is going to be led to the update confirmation page, and is going to be tagged again that the user is subscribed. If you don't understand any of what I'm saying in this section, kindly drop a message for me in the question and answer section. Thank you so much, and let's proceed to the next video. In this video, I want to show you how to add a rating system to your chatbot in such a way that when a user make use of any of your services, probably order for gaming to lodge or something, or order for a service, and then at the end, probably after hours after ordering for the service, we want to send a rating system where the user can select between 1 to 5 and rate the service of the company. Okay, so to do that, let me create another group, and I'm going to name it a general group. And then to get that done, let's create a page, and we're going to name it ratings. And I want to inform you that we'll be making use of a custom plugin that had been made by a developer. His name is Edmond, and we're going to be making use of the JSON API. It's a JavaScript object. Don't worry, if you are not a programmer, it's very simple. I'm going to show you everything. The first thing we need to do is we need to set up an attribute, and I'm going to go over to set up user attributes, and we need to set up two attributes. The first one is the block ID. Okay, so we are going to input the value of this particular block we are on, the ID of the block, and we can generate that by coming over here. From here till this end is the block ID. Just copy it for your own chatbot. And then secondly, we need to create another attribute, and it's going to be named block text. Okay, so this is the message that is going to be sent to the user before rating the service. It can be something like you've used our services, please kindly drop a rating. All right, then finally we are going to set up the JSON API like I told you, and it's going to be select post, and there's going to be a URL that I got from the developer, and it's right here. You can write there. Make sure this mark is green. That means everything is saved. And finally, on the JSON API, we need to pass in the attributes we've used here. We have the block ID, and also we made use of the block text, and then we will pass through the messenger user ID attribute as well. That is everything you need to do to set up a rating system into your chatbot. In the next video, I'm going to test out this rating system. Even though whenever you want to make use of the rating system, all you need to do is redirect the user to this rating block based on the parameters you want to use, and I'm going to show you that also in one of the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to test out the rating system we implemented in the last video, and I'm going to create a block, and I'm going to create a ref parameter for it like this, and then click on the button. As you can see, this is how the rating system is going to be displayed. This is the block text we added earlier. You can always change it if you don't like the way it shows up. So if I click 4-star right now, then you'll be able to see what the message that is going to be displayed to the user. And that is how the rating system for Chatfuel chatbot works. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to subscribe chatbot users to Sequence. Before that, let me quickly introduce you to what a sequence is. A sequence is just like a drip of messages that you might want to send to subscriber based on certain criteria that is met. So let's say, let me create a sample sequence right now for the rating system. I can say rating sequence. We want to fire this sequence whenever someone order for a service or someone order for a room in the hotel and all those stuff. This sequence, as you can see, comes with default pages, and after 1 day, this whatever message we put right here is what is going to be sent to the user. Then after a day after sending this one is going to be sent, and then lastly a day after the previous one, this whatever message you put here is going to be sent. So we don't, for the rating system, we only need a page, and that's why I'm going to retain this one, and I can make it into something like a rating system. Okay, then I'm going to set up a go to block plugin that is going to redirect to the rating page whenever anyone is subscribed to this rating sequence. And then let's go back to the yes or no page. Whoever comes to the chatbot and clicks on the yes menu and then come over to the menu from the go to block plugin and get over here, or the person clicks on no and then he or she order for a room in the hotel, and then the person submitted the information which we sent to email, and that is going to be right here. And after a successful submission, we want to subscribe the user. The user has ordered for the service of the hotel, and the hotel management would like to know the quality, the review the user is going to drop for them after 2-3 days. So you can just come over to sequence, click on this, or you come over to this place and look for subscribe to sequence, and then we are going to type in the name of the sequence we just created now, and that is rating sequence. And that is the only one that is right here. As you can see, there is no one. This 0 indicates that there is no one right now in the sequence, and it's all over here, so we can always come back here and do that. So also for the services, so we can have for housekeeping, laundry, room service, and which other ones. So we can always come back here if we actually need to know to get a review each time the person lodging into the hotel make use of any of these services. So we can always come back here and add a sequence button and make sure we input the name of the sequence. But I won't want us to do that. We should just limit it to be sent only when the user ordered for an hotel room and came into the hotel. Then after making use of the services of the hotel, the user can drop a rating. But you should not forget to set up the time of the day. If a user comes in now and book an hotel, how many days after do we want to send a message? Let's say you want to send message few minutes after, or immediately after booking, or minutes after booking. But for the purpose of this training, I don't know, probably we set it to few seconds after we've requested for a room. But normally you should set it to like 3 or 2 days after the person has booked a room. We should set it to 2 or 3 days, you understand. But in order to be able to test out what we've been able to do and click on the rating itself to be able to look at how it's going to be, so that is why I'm setting it to like 5 seconds after a user order for a service of the hotel. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Hello and welcome back. In this video I want to show you how to unsubscribe a user from a chatbot sequence, and I'm going to make use of a brand new sequence to do that. And let's say we want the name of the sequence. Let's say it's general update sequence. Let's say general updates, and I'm going to delete those, and I'm going to move this to the top so that it's going to be visible for me. The main essence of creating this sequence is that whenever someone subscribe to the bot from here or unsubscribe to the bot, we want to be able to add the user to the general update. We will have set up some messages. They are going to be delivered automatically to the user whenever a user subscribe to update. Probably the first one is going to be, let's say, 24 hours after subscribing, and the second one might be probably 3 days after. And then all this can be educational content that is going to be very useful to the user. Probably 6 days after, it can be a sales message, and then you can continue like that. You can always have your content right here. This is, let me type in something. This is the message for day 1, and then you can select this, and then this is going to be the message for day 3, and then this is going to be the message for day 6. So now I'm going to go right in and go over to the update confirmation and subscribe each user that lands here. I want to subscribe them to update so that automatically they subscribe to update, and we said we'll get in touch soon. So we are not going to be sending them messages manually one after the other. We want it to be sent massively. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and click on subscribe to sequence like we did for the rating. So right now it's going to be 2: rating sequence and general update. And because we want to subscribe the user to general updates, so we're going to select general update. That is how to subscribe a user to update. So let's say someone is no more interested in getting your messages, and probably the person has gotten to this page, and it's always good to have below each message you send out in Messenger to your subscriber right from Chatfuel, always include a button that says something like unsubscribe me, and you want it to lead over to unsubscribe page, so that whenever someone clicks on this button, it's going to go over to unsubscribe, and then from unsubscribe they can be able to click on the button and then go over to unsubscribe confirmation. So when they get here, we want to unsubscribe them from update. We want to tag them that they are unsubscribed from being sent messages, and then we also want to remove the user right from this sequence wherever the user is presently in the sequence. After getting that message that day, we don't want to send more messages to the user, so we're going to come to the update unsubscribe confirmation and click over here to go to the Chatfuel plugins, and then you select unsubscribe from sequence, and then you're going to make mention of the name of the sequence, and that is the general sequence. So you can always leave this at the top. Let's proceed further, and I'm going to subscribe myself to update directly by generating a link for it, and I'm going to go right there. So it says hi, and it make mention my name. Would you like to get updates about discount code? And if I says take me back, I'm going to go back to the welcome page, but I want to be interested because I want to see how my attribute is going to show up within Chatfuel. Now the only one that is subscribed to this chatbot, and I'm going to see how that is going to be. I'm going to refresh. There are some things that we're going to notice after refreshing. This icon used to be 0 and now it's 1. Why? Because when I subscribed to the update, I was led here, and the chatbot also subscribed me to general update sequence, and that is why I'm here. One day after now, I'm going to be sent this message that is right here. Another thing we can look out for is in the update confirmation page. If you go right there and go over to this attribute, when I subscribed just now, this update is equal to subscribed, and so the number of people that have subscribed will have increased from 0 to 1 in the update attribute as well. So if I go back like this and then retype the attributes, you can see update is equal to 1 user, which is me, myself alone. If another person subscribe to the chatbot and subscribe to update, this value is going to increase by 1. So that is what you should watch out for. Great, that is that about how to unsubscribe your chatbot user from sequence. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any question about what is being taught in any part of this course, kindly go over to the question and answer section of the course and ask your question. Thank you so much, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome. In this video, I want to show you how to clean up your Facebook page messenger messages. Probably you are trying to test out your chatbot and the messages are getting too much. You want to clean up everything so that you won't have to be scrolling down each and every time you want to do something. So to do that, you head over to this setting icon and click on delete. So you can come over here and click on delete. All the messages of that page will have gone. That is how to clean up your Facebook page messages while testing your chatbot. Thank you so much, and let's proceed to the next video. Hello, welcome. In this video, I want to show you how to easily allow a chatbot user to send you their phone number without even typing the phone number. It's a new feature that was released by Chatfuel like a few days ago. So let's go right in. Like the way we have a contact us page for the hotel chatbot we've been building from the start of this course. So let's say we have this message up, need our attention, please click on the button below, or to call our customer service department, or just send us your phone number by let me limit it to send us your phone number. And then we can have call us. Then you have the phone number, let's say 234. Let's say this is the phone number of the hotel. And then right here we want to add a new Chatfuel plugin, the user phone number plugin. Just select it like this, and then you can set up an attribute for it, so that it's going to save the phone number. Probably you'll be sending it to a database or somewhere, Google Sheet or something, but right now we won't be sending it for the sake of this video. Let me tweak what is here. Please share your phone number. You may see a button with a generated number, or can manually type one in. So let's test this out and see how it's going to be. You remember earlier we cleared all the messages on the chatbot. Great. Need our attention, please click on the button below. Whoever clicks here is going to lead to a call application. If it's on a phone, the phone number of the company will just pop up where in the place where we usually type in the phone number. Or this message, please share your phone number. This phone number, this is my phone number. The plugin will fetch the phone number from Facebook directly. The user is not going to type in the phone number himself. All he has to do is click on this button, and the phone number is going to be sent to the hotel, and then from there probably the hotel can contact me and probably discuss with me with anything, any inquiry I want to make about booking a room or any of their services. Thank you so much, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to greet your chatbot users based on the time of the day. If you remember, when we started this hotel chatbot, we created this little comment that we should implement a JSON API that will automatically display the greeting of the time of the day based on the user's time zone, like good morning Jamu if it's in the morning, and if it's in the afternoon, good afternoon Jamu. Currently, as I'm recording this video, it's 11:44 p.m. and that means it's still in the evening. So let's go right in and deploy the JSON API. The plugin, we are going to make use of a custom plugin created by Alfred from Brain Trust Interactive, and the endpoint of the script is right here, and we will also make use of the JSON API. So I will come over here. It's very easy. Just try to understand it and paste the endpoints over here. And with this, the JSON API is going to help us to get out some attributes that have been programmed into the server of this endpoint. And as you can see on the documentation page, if you come right here, I'm going to put in this documentation page in the resource for this video, so you can be able to go over to the documentation and read everything about the script. So here's the documentation, and these are the attributes that are going to be fetched from the server, so we can make use of them on the fly inside Chatfuel. For example, if you want to say good morning or good afternoon or good evening without the first letter of the word being capitalized, we are going to make use of this one. If we want it to be capitalized, we are going to make use of this. So I'm going to copy this attribute and I'm going to come right here, and paste it where we want to display the time of the day. And I'm going to make it like a normal attribute, and if we test this right now, it's going to say good evening Jamu, welcome to Regina Suits. And I'm going to do that by going back to the home page of the chatbot. Yeah, this is the page, and over here it says good evening Jamu, welcome to Regina Suit Hotel, and this is the logo. It's evening here, and as you can see over here, you see the starting letter is small letter. If we want to make it capitalized, I can come over here and type in CAP, just like the way it's in the documentation. It's going to be beneficial if you go over to the documentations. You'll be able to know the attributes you can use within the Chatfuel block. And if I come over here and retest this same block, we'll notice that this E is going to change to capital letter, and that is how it's going to be. I want to see what's coming up. Great. Good evening Jamu, welcome to Regina Suit. And that is how to program the bot to greet the users based on the time of day, either in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. Thank you so much for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, I want to show you another way to display the current date and time of the day in Messenger. It's a script that was written by a friend called Ryan, and here is the endpoint of the plugin, so I can come over here and copy it. Let me minimize all this so that things will look very neat, and I'm going to create another group and I'm going to name it something like lead magnets, because in the next video I would like us to talk about how to efficiently deliver lead magnets to chatbot users within Messenger. But we're going to create a page for it in this video, and I'm going to name it, what can we name it now? Probably something like our hotel guide or something. So I'm going to say hotel guide, and we're going to have some text. It can be something like then let's make mention of the first name of the user, and we can say, how are you doing today? So I can come over here and have a typing card, and also right now I want to display the current time of the day and also today's date. Today is 23 of May 2018, and I'm going to say something like it's, or I can say, I can see it's I'm going to echo out the time of the day, and then it's, let's say, 12:09 a.m. in your place, and today's date is, then I'm going to echo out the date. Okay, and there is still one more thing we need to do, because we need to connect to the endpoint date. Great. We need to, this is not working because we've not gotten this attribute from the endpoint, so that's why we'll have to come over here and select the JSON API. And in fact, this is the first thing we're supposed to do. We need to get those attributes. I'm going to put up the link right in the resource section of this video so that you can go over to it, and I'm going to delete this. So right now I think the attribute should be available, and it's going to be, now that our attribute is working perfect, we need to make sure we test out this stuff. And currently it's 12:14 a.m. over here, and today's date is 23 of May 2018. I'm going to go up there and create a ref parameter so that we can test out this immediately, and from there I'm going to click on the page to be able to go over there. Great, and I'm going to click on get started, and you're going to see the power of the script as it's going to echo out the time of the day. I can see it's 12:15 a.m. in your place, and today's date is 23 of May 2018, and this is how to display the time of the day to your chatbot users and also the date. Thank you so much for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how to deliver your lead magnet to your chatbot users via JSON API. There are 3 major steps into getting this done, and we're going to make use of this particular page to deliver the lead magnet just below here. And I've written a dummy text here. We can make use of it, and I'm going to come down here and type it over here. Please download the hotel tour guide below as promised, and do enjoy your stay at Regina Suites Hotel. And right below here we want to display the download link for the tour guide ebook. Just like I told you that there are 3 steps we need to go through before we'll be able to display the download link right here inside Chatfuel and ultimately inside Messenger. The first one is we need to get the download link of the lead magnet. Probably you upload the lead magnet to somewhere it's going to stay permanent. No one is going to delete it. What I usually do is that my most recommended method is by uploading the ebook to your website. And then secondly, we need to go over to the Chatfuel JSON documentation and copy out the JSON plugin that will enable us to send HTTP requests. And finally, we'll copy the JSON code to a website known as MyJSON so as to generate the API which we are going to make use of in the Chatfuel JSON API plugin. And so let's get started. The first thing we need to do is I'm going to go over to my hosting account and I'm going to get the ebook uploaded to my own server on my website. And then I'm going to come right here, go over to upload, and you'll be able to select the file from here. This is the file. I click on open and the file is going to be saved on my server. So I can go back there and refresh. If I refresh, the tour file should be here right now, and here is the file. This website is jamiuoloyede.com, and if I will have to access the file, it's going to be /tour.pdf. so then we'll go over to the second step and we'll go over to the JSON API documentation, which can be found at this URL. So I will go right down. There are several formats. If you want to send text, you need to use this. If you want to send images, you need to use this. If you want to send a video, you need to use it. If you want to send audio as lead magnet, you need to use this. But we are sending file. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and then we'll go to our JSON storage and copy the code over here. And earlier we uploaded the PDF file to my website, and it's going to be jamiuoloyede.com, and the name of the file is tour.pdf. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to copy this URL, and this is the API, and I'm going to go back to Chatfuel. Wherever I want to show up the ebook, I'm going to do it like this and paste the code over here. Okay, once this is saved, then it means we can now test our setup. And I'm going to click on this. Okay, I'm going to click on get started. Now it says, hey Jamiu, how are you doing today? It's 12:58 a.m. and okay, please download the hotel guide below as promised. And this is the hotel guide. So this is how it's going to show up within Messenger, so the users of the chatbots can be able to download the file. If I click on this place, it's going to download the file. Thank you so much for watching, and this is how to send your lead magnet to your chatbot users. Stay tuned and let's proceed to the next video. Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to collect user data and send them to Google Sheets with the aid of an app known as Integromat. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is we need to set up the user input we're going to collect from Chatfuel. For the purpose of this video, we want to collect user's phone number and email, and I'm going to set it up right away. And I'm going to name this something like, let's say, Hotel Lead Integromat. Okay, so I will come right here and have a typing card, and then I'm going to select user input. So I made up some text and it says, can I have your email? Then we're going to save the attribute to email, and I can come back over here and say email. So you can select a validation, something like email, and then we can have another one, which is what's your phone number, which we are going to save to phone. And you can do that by putting it over here and saving it to phone, or you can come down here and select the Chatfuel user phone number plugin, and then you equate the attribute to phone. So it's either you make use of this one or you make use of this one, but this one is better than this one, so we'll delete this for the sake of getting the phone number. So I can come over here, please share your phone number, it's okay. So on top of the user input, I want to put up a little bit of text, and I've written it here. So I'm going to copy and come back here to paste it. It's going to mention the person's first name and last name, then it's going to say welcome back. All right, now the next thing we need to do is we are going to create a Google Sheet document where we want to save the phone number and the email we want to collect into. We also like to save the user's first name and last name, as well as the messenger ID. So you have to go over to Google Sheets, google.com/sheets. Okay, so you can create a new sheet by clicking on this plus button, and then probably I'm going to name it Chatfuel Masterclass. All right, over here we can have something like messenger ID. Okay, and then we can have probably the user's first name. Okay, then we can have the user's last name, even though they won't feed them, but we are going to fetch them directly from Facebook. And then we'll have the phone number, and then lastly we have the email. All right, after setting this up, the next thing we need to do is we need to go over to the Integromat, and if you don't have an account already on the platform, you need to sign up. But thereafter, if you want to make use of the app, you just need to sign in. Let me sign in into my account. I'm going to put up my own email address and the password, and I'm going to click on sign in. Great, this is one of my Integromat account, and to get started we need to create a scenario. And then over here you see the list of apps you can integrate via Integromat. So many of them, but what we want to make use of is just search for webhook. We need webhook to connect Integromat with Chatfuel. Then click on continue. Then you can drag this anywhere on the page. Then thereafter, the next thing we need to do is we need to determine the webhook before we now add a row from the data we are going to be collecting from Chatfuel into Google Sheets. And I'm going to do that by coming over here. You click on webhook and you should select custom webhook. Okay, and then over here you need to create a webhook by clicking on the plus button, and then you can name, probably you can name the webhook something like Chatfuel Masterclass. Right, so you can restrict by IP, it all depends. You can see some other advanced features over here, and you click on save. After saving, the next thing we need to do is we need to copy the webhook address to clipboard, and then we need to come over to Chatfuel and come right down and select JSON API, so you can make use of get or post method, but for this video I'm going to make use of post because it's more safer. So we need to determine this webhook by sending information into it. That is, we are going to send the phone number and the email to it to determine it, so that over here is going to be successful before we can continue. So I'm going to also pass the attributes that I want to collect, and the first one is the first name, and we also want to collect the last name, and we need the messenger ID, and also we need, what other things do we need to collect the phone number, and lastly the email address. All right, so now we need to test this out. I'm going to go up and test the page and pass some data into the webhook so that we can continue from here. So right here it says Jamiu Oloide. Oh, it seems I forgot to put a space between the first name and the last name. So can I have your email? I can say my email is jamiu@gmail.com, and then it's going to ask for my phone number, which I'm going to send right there. There's going to be an error because we wanted to determine the webhook, but right here it's going to be successful. It's a sign that we can continue, so you're going to click on OK. So Integromat is going to fetch the Google Sheets from our account, and we can come back here and then search for the Google Sheet and then add it to Google Sheet. Okay, so what do we want to do? You can do a lot of stuff over here. You can update a cell, you can add a new worksheet, select row, look up for a row or something like that. But for this purpose, you just want to send those data from Chatfuel into Google Sheets. So we need to add a row. Then after adding a row, we need to connect to our Gmail account in order to fetch our sheets, and we are going to continue by it's already connected. We can come back here. You'll be able to see the list of sheets you have on your account, and I'm looking for Chatfuel Masterclass, and I'm going to set it up like this. I can close this. Then it's going to load the worksheet. So the sheet is sheet 1, just like we have in the Google Sheet. You can rename it if you like. So also, let me come back to Integromat, and then we need to select all the attributes we passed from Chatfuel into Integromat. So the first one is user ID, and we have first name. Just click on it like this. It's going to go there, and then we have the last name, and then we needed the phone number, and lastly we have the email address, and then click on OK. After this, now we need to add another webhook, which is going to be webhook response. Okay, and we can do a lot of stuff here. You can add JSON API response, or you just put up a JSON object, something like we can have status is equivalent to OK. Then you close it like this, and then you can click OK. Before we can continue, we need to turn on the scenario because currently it's off. Okay, before that I need to save. Okay, the scenario is saved, and then we can schedule it immediately. We want to activate it. Okay, then once this is activated, that means it can start working immediately. So I'm going to go back to Chatfuel and visit that particular page again. Then we're going to submit the phone number and the email. Great. It says Jamilade, welcome back. Can I have your email? So let me drop my email. Okay, and then it's going to ask for my phone number, which I'm going to do. And then right now there's not going to be any response because we only passed the JSON object, which is status is equal to OK. So I don't believe we come over here and use a response from JSON API, which I'm going to use after testing this. So let's see if what we did actually worked. You can see there is a new submission here. Initially there was nothing here, and it collected my messenger ID, my first name, last name, my phone number, and finally my email address. So once again, we're going to make another submission, and in that case we want to display a message back to the user, something like a thank you for submitting your information, or any other thing you want to display. So we are going to make use of JSON API. You can make use of this text, and you can copy it, go over to Integromat. Instead of this, you can paste it right there. So we don't need this second response, and in replacement of the text we can say thank you for submitting your information. Okay, and another thing you can do is you can put up the user's attributes like first name or other things and click on OK. And then once again, for this to work, you need to save it, and then you need to, if it's not on, you need to turn it on. So let me go back and get to the page and then submit my information all over again, okay, at gmail.com. and then you can ask for the phone number, and then finally we're going to have the response. Oh, there is a problem somewhere, so let me try and check it up. The mistake might be from the way I edited the JSON API doc. So I'm going to do the editing right from here. We can say something like thank you for submitting your information. Okay, so I'm going to copy it and come over to the webhook and then paste it up right here and click on OK. Then I should save it again and make sure this time around it's saved. Then I can come back to Chatfuel and retest again. I know the second data we submitted will be in the Google Sheet. It's just the text we wanted to display right after this phone number is the one that had an error. So I'm going to let's retry our submission, and then I'm going to send the phone number, and then finally we expect a response. Wow, thank you for submitting your information, and that is what is right here. So make sure when you copy out your JSON code from here, make sure you cut off this particular text, or if you want to display 2 lines of text, you can just edit this one to whatever you want to display. And since we are now sure this is working perfect, let's go over to our Google Sheet and see what was recorded for me. Wow, this is incredible. So the second one I sent was also saved, and this is the third one. As you can see, all of them are the same thing. So there are ways you can probably, if you only want to save an entry per participant, per chatbot user, you can actually look at the row. If someone exists, then you just have to update the row, not that every time a chatbot user make a submission, a new row is going to be created. Finally, this is how to collect user data from within Messenger and send them to Google Sheet. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to manually connect your Facebook Messenger chatbot with your mailing list, and the mailing list software we'll be using is MailChimp. What I'm going to teach you is something that is going to help you to build your email list. Either you have it already or you don't have any email list as at this time of going through this course. Let's get started. There is this page where we set up the delivery of an hotel booking guide via Messenger, and we made use of JSON API to do that, if you remember here. And we're going to continue to build up on that lesson by asking the chatbot user if, right here, he or she will be able to download the ebook into his phone if he's using a phone, or into his PC if he is using a PC. And most likely, most of the time when people interact with Messenger, they are on phone. So we're going to use a trick to tell the user that, would you like to send this ebook into your mail for further reference? And then if he says yes, then we are going to connect MailChimp with Chatfuel in such a way that the user is going to drop his or her email, and then we are going to transfer his email and add it to a MailChimp email list, and then automatically MailChimp is going to deliver the ebook to the user. So let's get started now. What we are going to do is we are going to have a typing card here. Then after that, we are going to have a little bit of content right here. It can be something like, can I send this ebook to your email for further reference? Okay, so we're going to have two quick reply buttons here. We can have yes, of course, and then we can have no, take me back. All right, the no take me back is going to take the user back to the welcome page. Okay, and then the yes, I'm interested is going to go further, and we're going to lead the user to another page. We can say yes, interested in our book, and then I'm going to click on the plus button. Then the page will have been created, and I'm going to select it like this. So whenever the user clicks on it, it's going to lead the user to the page. I'm going to look for the page. Let me see, it's in lead magnet. Yes, I'm interested in the tour book. I'm going to go right there and set up the two questions we are going to ask the user, and we're going to make use of a Chatfuel plugin known as the user input plugin. We are asking for email in this case, so I can say, what is your email? Then I'm going to link it with an attribute, and the attribute is going to be email, and we can make use of a validation. Without this, if we select none for validation, if the user comes around and inputs a wrong email, Chatfuel is going to accept it. But if we are using an email validation, if the email is not correct, the conversation will not continue. So we are going to do that. And then finally, as part of the condition that MailChimp is giving to developers, is that you should make sure you ask the user permission for the email and the name of the user. So we need to ask the name of the user. We can say, what is your name, or how do I call you? Okay, this is more friendly, and we can have it in form of, this is the format that MailChimp can understand. It's going to be F name. Right at the top of these two questions that we've assigned this attribute to, we need to set up a user attribute here, and I'm going to go right there, and we'll have f name that we just set up now, and we're going to set it to none. And also we'll have the email like this, and I'm going to set it to not set. You also come over here and do the same, okay, because if you don't do it like this, it's not going to work. And then the next thing we need to do is we need to make use of JSON API. This is exactly where we are going to be connecting Chatfuel with MailChimp, because we are going to create a list on MailChimp, and we're going to copy out the JSON API for the email list, and we're going to just extract the post method of the API. And I'm going to do that. It's very simple to do. Just select post here and then copy the URL over here. So in order that this video is not going to be long, I'll postpone the creation of the MailChimp email list and supplying the URL that is supposed to be here. But before we go, we need to pass two attributes. We need to pass first name, and we need to pass the email, because those are the two attributes we'll be fetching from Chatfuel to MailChimp. So this is what we are going to use to connect MailChimp with Chatfuel. So right below here we can have another typing card, and with something like your ebook is on its way to your email. Then we can output the email, and it's going to be capital email. You can say something like this is just enjoy. Okay, so in the next video we are going to talk about how to create our MailChimp email list, as well as copy out the needed URL to this place. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and let's continue in the next video. You're welcome to the continuation of our last lecture on how to integrate MailChimp with Chatfuel. So in this video, we are going to copy our URL over here, and we are going to create an email list that we are going to add whoever drop a mail over here to. And I'm going to go to MailChimp and log into one of my accounts. Then I need to log in. Okay, I'll do this later. So we are going to go over to the list section, and I'm going to create a brand new list. Create a list. I'm going to create a list. So what do we name the list? We can say Chatfuel Masterclass email list. Alright, and then what is the default from email? I can say info@jamiloyede.com. okay, and from where it can be from me. And then you need to scroll down. Do you want to enable double opt-in? We don't want to enable double opt-in for this purpose. And then we need to save. It seems there is a problem somewhere. Okay, we need to write a very short: you subscribe to this email list from Chatbot. Something that is going to remind the user, when they get mail from you, they will know, okay, I subscribe from the Chatbot. So now if I save, it's going to be successful. Great. Then the next thing we need to do is we are going to go right into the Chatfuel Masterclass email list, and we are right there now. And then I'm going to generate the sign up form. Go over to sign up form. I'm going to go to embedded form section, click on select, or you click it over here. Then you can scroll down. This is the sign up form. All you need to do is copy this into Notepad. Let me open up the Notepad. Then I'm going to paste it right here. When you get here, just press Ctrl F on Windows or Command F on Mac, then type in post, then you can search. Okay, this is what we need. Form action is equal to this, and I'm going to copy it right here. So if you look at this line very well, you see the method is equal to post. And if we go to our JSON API, you notice that we are also using the method as post. So that URL, I'm going to copy it right here. Okay, with that, all we need to do with Chatfuel is completed. So the next thing we need to do is we need to come over here and complete the automation of the delivery of the ebook. Go over to sign up form, and we are going to go to form builder, and you can come over here in the response of the email. You can go over to the final welcome email. So you should tell MailChimp to send a final welcome email, and then thereafter, we are sending an ebook to the chatbot user. So you can come over here and say, please download your ebook here, or something like that. You can come back here and input the link. If you remember, https://tour.pdf. This is the link to the ebook, and you are going to insert it like this, and then thereafter you need to click out and save the content. After doing this, we can go over to Chatfuel, and then we go back to the hotel guide ebook page. This is where everything is going to start, and I'm going to test what we've done right away. I'm going to click right here, then we are going to start from scratch, and I'm going to see what we will get. So this is says, hey Jamiu, how are you doing? I can see it's 4:54 in your place right now, and which is correct. So if I can download this right away, then I'm going to download it. Then it says, can I send this ebook to your email for further reference? And if I choose no, take me back, the bot is going to take me back to the home page of the chatbot. But I want to proceed. I want to get this ebook into my email, so I'm going to pick yes, of course, and the bot is going to ask me what's your email, and I'm going to say okay. And secondly, it's going to ask for my name. I'm going to say Jamil, and then don't mind this error. It's not going to affect anything with your automation. Now, the ebook will have been sent to my email address, this email address that I supplied earlier, and I'm going to go over to MailChimp, over to lists, and we'll see if there is an increment in the subscribers in the email list. As you can see, there is only one subscriber, and which is myself, the one I just did right now, 11. Okay, and I'm going to go right in to see what's in there, and you see that it's going to be, this is the name I entered, and this is the email I entered within Messenger. Then I'm going to go over to my Gmail account that I supply in Messenger. I'm going to see if MailChimp actually sent the ebook to me or not. I'm going to go to that particular email. I'm going to click like this. Wow, we have a new email in the promotional tab, and if I click on it, I know it's going to be the email from the chatbot. As you can see, Chatfuel Masterclass email is subscription confirmed. I'm going to open it now, and you see your subscription to our email has been confirmed. Please download your ebook. If I click on this link, I'm going to have access to the ebook. This is how to connect your Chatfuel chatbot with MailChimp. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the Q&A section if you have any question as regard what we've been discussing from the start of this course till this moment. I'll be happy to read from you. Thank you so much. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate artificial intelligence with your Chatfuel chatbot. Now, let's get rid of this AI and the corresponding replies that came with Chatfuel, and I'm going to delete them one after the other. Okay, so now we are ready to add our own rule. To add AI, all you have to do is click on this button, and you're going to have to know the keyword you want to put up here, because whatever you put up here, it's what is likely that the user of the chatbot will type into the bot, and you're going to determine what you are going to reply with. You have two options. You can either reply with text, or you reply with a ready-made block within the chatbot. For example, now let's say a user comes to the bot and type in something like hi, and when you want the bot to reply with something like I, or if you want to customize it or personalize it, you can add the person's first name, so that it's going to be when the user comes around and say I, the bot is going to reply with I and going to mention the user's first name. Okay, so let's go over to the chatbot and test it out. If I come over here and type in I, and let's see what the reply is going to be like. It's like, okay, the bot is saying I jam you. Okay, so also let's say I want to set another rule. Whoever come to the bot and type in something like contact or inquiries. Okay, so we want to reply with our contact block. So what I'm going to do is just come over here and select the contact block, and now once this is saved, we can go over to the bot to test it out. Let's say I type in contact. The bot is going to reply me with the content of the contact page, and that is what we are seeing here. Or if I type in something like inquiries, so the bot is going to reply with the same content. So if we want to go further, we can add more keywords to the AI rule. Like for this one now, something like we can add something like hello. And I also noticed that some of the chatbot users, if they want to say hello, sometimes they just say hello, this kind of hello, or sometimes they will say hello, or whoever say a, or whoever say a, or whoever say I. So the bot is going to reply. Let's test out this. Once it's saved, hello, the bot is going to reply with I jam you, and I'm going to come right here and type hello. So the bot is going to reply with I jam you. So if let's say I did this and I want to make mention of all my full name, I'm going to come right here and make sure this is saved before you test it, because it's not going to work if it's not saved. Okay, if I type hello, the bot should reply me with hello, I jam you last name. That means that wasn't saved before I tested it. So right now the bot should respond normally. Great, I jam you Oloyede. Okay, now if you want your chatbot to be smart, you need to know the kind of words your Facebook page users are using to communicate with you on your page. So what you just have to do is, just once you know any of them, you just come over here, add a rule, and let them know, and set up the corresponding reply that you want the bot to give to the user. Thank you so much for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make your chatbot to be smarter by randomizing the reply it's going to give to whatever a user types into the chatbot. Now let's get started. To do that, let's set up an example AI rule, something like in order to continue, we are going to make use of what we've set up earlier in the last video, and in order to randomize the replies of the chatbot, all you have to do is to come over here and toggle the random button, and you can add more answers. So like I can say A, then make mention of only the first name of the user, or I can add more answers like hello, okay, or you can add more answers like probably add emoji or some other things, or say what's up, and you can just add the emoji right here. So whenever the user comes here and type in hi, the bot can just randomly select any of these 5 replies. And so let's go over to Messenger and test it out right away. If I come over here and type in I, we're going to see what the bot is going to reply with I. So one of the 4, the bot is going to reply with hello. And now let me type in I again. The bot is going to select another random answer. I'm going to type in I again. The bot is going to select another random answer. This is how to make your chatbot to be smarter by randomizing the reply. Thank you so much for watching. Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to go over to the configure menu, as you can see over here, and we are going to discuss on how to add persistent menu to our hotel chatbot. But before that, I'm going to show you what is a persistent menu. There is this laundry template that I created, and here is the demo of the template. If you go down here, you see this icon. This is the persistent menu. You can see the settings. It also has sub menus. If I go back again, this is the main menu. So I'm going to go back to the configure menu. Now, in order to add persistent menu to our hotel chatbot, I need to scroll down and come over to the persistent menu section, and I'm going to add a menu item by clicking here, and I can name it something like book a room, okay, and I'm going to link it to the page for booking a room. If you remember, the booking of the room starts from the welcome page, and that is why I'm selecting that. And the second item, I can say something like settings, and it's going to contain some other submenu items. And the way to do that is just click on submenu, and it's going to just release the mouse like this, and you see settings. You can add menu items, and we can have something like subscribe to updates. And then I'm going to come to the space here and look for updates block. So also I can add some other items like restart. So whoever clicks on this restart menu is going to, the bot is going to restart all over again, and it's going to go back to the welcome page. So also we can have something like our services. So I'm going to search for the service page, and I'm going to include it like this. So also all these sub menus can also have their own sub menu. If you click over here, it's going to show up another sub menu. If that is what you want to achieve, you can do that, and you can add as many menu items as possible. Now that we've been able to add persistent menu to our chatbot, let's go over to Messenger and test out what we've done. I'm going to go there now and click on the hotel booking page, and I'm going to go right down and click on the persistent menu. So right here we have book a room and settings. If I click on settings, we should be able to see 3 other menu items, as you can see right here. This is how to add persistent menu to your chatbot. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and let's continue to the next video. In this video, let's talk about how to disconnect a bot from a Facebook page, because sometimes when you build a bot for a client and you have a monthly retainership fee that the client is supposed to be giving you for maintaining the bot or something like that, or sometimes some clients prefer that you do the bot service for a monthly fee, probably some dollars. And let's say you build the bot for the first month, the client has paid, and probably the next month he or she refuses to pay. You can disconnect the bot from the page by coming over to disconnect button and just click on it like this. When you do that, you go ahead with the confirmation. You've disconnected the bot from his or her page. He's not going to have access to the bot again until he settles you. And then when he settles you, you can come back again and look for the page and then connect the bot back for the client. Thank you so much for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about how to deliver your chatbot to your client. There are 2 ways to do that. The first one is the client is going to give you access to his or her page. Is going to add you as an admin to the page. So when he or she does that, you are going to have this long list of pages that you admin. So once the bot has been built from your end, you can now come over to the corresponding chatbot and connect it to the page. Let's say the Regina Suite page is right down here, so I'm going to just come over here and connect it to the client page. The second way to deliver your chatbot to your client is by coming down to this place where you have the admin section. You have to just click over to this invite admin button, and you are going to copy this link. You make sure you copy it and give it to your client. When you get to the client, it's going to click on the link, and everything about the bot is going to move over to the client Chatfuel. The link is going to initiate the client to sign up inside Chatfuel if he or she doesn't have an account already. And also make sure you have a copy of the chatbot before you send it to the client, because if they try to mess up with the chatbot, you might lose the chatbot for life. But if you have a copy, you can always revert back to the backup you have. And also you should note that this link is going to last for just 24 hours. If we copy this now by clicking on copy and I send it to my client, this is the final bot. The client must click on this link and fetch the bot to his or her Chatfuel dashboard. This is how to deliver your chatbot to your client. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, welcome. In this video, we are going to start talking about what Chatfuel has to offer in the broadcast menu. And I'm going to talk about the deliver your message now section, and that is part of the broadcast section where you can send out instant and massive message to your subscribers, and it's going to be delivered immediately. To do that, all you have to do is click on this plus button. Then you have a variety of options. The first thing you need to take note of is this section where you have to select a tag. You either select update or you select subscription, and there are some other tags within the section as well, But let me just explain the two most used tags. The first one is the updates. You can use the update tag to send promotional and non-promotional content, while the subscription, if you are selecting subscription, it means probably you run a news website and you want to send the message to them. So in this our case, I'm going to change it to update, and then I'm going to click out like this. Then let's talk about how to target our subscribers. You see a lot of options here. We have segments, we have attributes, we have sequence. It all depends on what you want to achieve, and all of them, they are very simple to understand. For example, now let's say I want to target an attribute like first name of one of the users. I can type the first name. There's only one user on this chatbot, and I'm the only one over there. If you equate is and you select my name like this, if there's some other people within the chatbot, I can select their name if I want to only send a message to the person. And then I can come back here and add all those kind of stuff, images, emojis, anything you can ever think of. I can say then you can use your attributes here as well. First name, then let's say this is an instant message sent directly from deliver your message now. Okay, so let's say I want to send this now, and I want to send it immediately to myself. All I have to do is just click on the send button, and within few minutes the chatbot is going to send the message to my messenger. Maybe we should just go ahead and check it out if it was actually sent or not. I'm going to click on this m.me link, and we're going to go directly to Messenger. Wow, this is the message I just sent now, and let's proceed with more explanation of deliver your message now option. Let's say when users registered on the chatbot, we were able to tag them and all that. So later on, let's say you want to send out a sort of message to all those that subscribe to update. All you have to do is just come over to attributes, and then you select the update attributes. I'm the only one on this, but if there are many people, it's going to show, instead of writing one over there, it's going to be so many numbers. And then you select is equal to subscribe, and right here you see only one person is subscribed. Only one person has been tagged, has been subscribed to update. So I'm going to select like this. So if whatever message I put up right down here is going to be sent to myself, or in your own case, if you have many subscribers, it's going to be sent to everyone that have been tagged with update. I hope you understand this. So also, let me give one more example. Let's say you want to target people that got subscribed to sequence. Earlier we did two sequences. One is the general update sequence, and we also have the rating sequence. So let's say people that were added to the general update sequence, I'm the only one. You see one reachable user, I'm the only one. And let's say you want to send a message, an instant message, to people that went into the general update sequence. All you have to do is just do it like this, and then don't forget, always pick the update tag and then click out like this. Then you can come back here and put up your write-up. The broadcast tab is very, very powerful. It all depends on what you want to use it for, and the more you make use of it, the more you know more about it. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to send automated messages to your chatbot subscribers based on various criteria you've defined. So we're going to go right in now. I'm going to click on add a trigger. As you can see, this interface is very similar to the one we discussed in the last video. So always remember to select update and click out like this, and you can do your automation right here. This trigger after first interaction. Let's say a chatbot user just come into the bot by clicking on get started button, and he or she interacts with the bot. That is the first interaction. Let's say then he didn't continue. Then after a while, let's say you want to just remind him to continue something, you can just set up a trigger after first interaction. Then how many minutes after the first interaction do you want to send the message? Let's say 10 minutes after the first interaction. Then you just come over here and set up your message. Or there are some other options we have after last interaction. Let's say I interact with the bot like 3 weeks ago or 10 days ago, then you want to remind me to come back to the bot or something. You can always come back here and set up this automation, and you set up the message as well. So also we have after user attribute is set, and very important, this is one of the ones that you'll be making use of in this add a trigger section, because most time, let's say you want to send automated messages to people that subscribe to updates, and you didn't want to make use of the sequence. You can make use of this section. Initially, before Chatfuel introduced sequences, we were making use of this add a trigger section to send automated messages. Let's say my attribute is updates, and then I want to send automated messages to people that subscribe to updates. Immediately they subscribe, the time it will start counting. Let's say 10 minutes after they subscribe, or let's say 24 hours a day after they subscribe, I want the bot to send a message at 11 a.m. and you have two options here. Do you want to send a message at the user's time zone, or you want to send a message at the bot time zone? The one that I think is more preferable is the one for the user's time zone. For example, let's say there's a message you want to send out to everyone that subscribed to updates, and you want it to be very early in the morning, like 8 a.m. People are in different parts of the world and with different time zones. So this message, whatever we define here as our message, is going to be sent to everyone when they are in the morning, not when we send out the message using the time zone. But if it is the time zone, the message is just going to be sent to all the subscribers without the selection of being sent at a particular time or the other. Now let me set up a little bit of content right here. If I say this is a message from the add a trigger section, okay, and then let's say I've set up my message, the image is already here and everything is now perfect. All I have to do is you have to come back here and turn on the trigger. If you don't turn it on, it's not going to work. So you need to always remember to turn it on. If you look at this place very carefully, before I turned it on, there was a red little button right here, and it means that this automation is not going to work until you turn it on. So let's say we also want to send another message 3 days after this initial message. All you have to do is, after turning on this, you have to come back here and click on the plus button to create another marketing message, and you try and turn it on. Then you can always select your tag, and then over here you can say 2 days after. In 2 days you select user attribute, and that is going to be the update. Is equal to subscribe. So when do you want to send it? We want to send it 3 days after the initial message. So that means it's going to be 4 days after the attribute has been set. So you are going to do it like this. Then you can always select your time and make use of the user's time zone. And finally, you have to come back here and select your images, your emojis, and galleries if you like, or any kind of content you want to send to your chatbot subscriber. Thank you so much for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about how to make use of the schedule for later section to send out automated messages to our Chatfuel chatbot subscribers. Let's get started. Now, you need to click on the plus button when you want to set up the schedule for later messaging automation, and always remember you need to turn on your trigger. Then come back here and select your tag, don't forget, and then you can always define the time of the day and when exactly you want the delivery of the message. So this schedule for later is mostly used in scheduling messages. For example, now let's say I want to send out a message to my chatbot subscribers, and that time probably I'm traveling, I'm going to be on the road, so I won't be on my PC, and I want to send a message in, let's say, 3 hours from now. All I have to do is just come over here. Today is May 26th, and let's say, and the time now is 5:48, and let's say I want to send a message in 2 hours time. That's going to be 19:48. Let's say by that time I'm not going to be on PC, and then let's say I want it to get delivered in my own time zone. Then that means I'm going to select this. But if I want it to be delivered to the user at his own time zone, today, May 27, all I have to do is just make use of the user's time zone. Okay, then again, do I want to extend the delivery of the message to other days of the week or of the month or of the year? So to do that, you have to come back here, and do you want to repeat it every day? If you set this up, it means whatever message we write over here, let's say it's a coupon code you want to be sending to your chatbot subscribers every week, so you just write it up here. Let's say then we make mention of the user's first name. Let's say, thank you for booking a room with us. Okay, so let's say we want to continue and say, please use this coupon for your next booking to get 25% off or something. Let's say we now say 25 off. Okay, so this message is going to be sent. If it's every day, it's going to be sent repeatedly every day based on the attributes. So you can come over here. Who do you want to send it to? Is it people that have been tagged with updates, or if let's say you have some other tags that you want to target, you can always come back here and select the tag. Okay, so also you can change the time of the day. Let's say it's not going to make sense to always send a promo code every day. Probably you want to be sending it every weekend or every month. That's going to make sense for you. Okay, so that is how to make use of the schedule for later section of Chatfuel broadcast menu to do your marketing automation. Thank you so much for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. In this video, I want to show you how a marketer made $800,000 from teaching students on how to build chatbots. Andrew Warner, the founder of Mixagy and Bot Academy, an email marketing guru, was one of the early adopters of Facebook chatbot when it all started, and between December 2016 and December 2017 he was able to make a whopping $800,000 building and teaching others on how to build chatbots. How exactly did he make this huge money from chatbot? I will reveal it to you in this video. A little over a month ago, Nathan Latka, the host of Rise to the Top Entrepreneur podcast, asked him how, and here are his answers. He said, 1. At Bot Academy, we teach people how to build chatbots and get paying clients. 2. We consult people who want to get chatbots developed. They pay us and we take the money to our graduate students, and the students build the bot for the client. For both ways, each student pays $2,000 to learn, and our client also pay the same amount of money to connect them to one of our graduates. As you can see, over 400 students have signed up for their program just within a year. Multiply the numbers and you will realize how much they've actually made. Welcome back. Would you like to get paid for testing out chatbots? There is a new startup named Chatpay. Chatpay will allow you to earn quick money by testing chatbots for makers around the world. This is going to be cool for you even if you are just starting out, because the gigs will have to do with user testing, which anyone can do. You will be paid for chatting with chatbots anywhere you might be. If you would love to be notified by Chatpay when chatbots are available for testing, you will have to visit their messenger URL via m.me/youchatwepay to sign up. I hope you have a nice experience working with Chatpay. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. In this video, I will teach you how to get paid for building chatbots for other businesses. If you're a complete newbie to building chatbots, I will advise you to build a couple of them for your own businesses and try to get some results for yourself. Then decide on the niches you love to work with, and then look for influencers who are here to have chatbots on their pages in those niches. You can contact them to build bots for them for free. Yes, for free, but in exchange for a testimonial each. You only need 3 people out of them to give you a go ahead. Then you need to do the following. 1. Plan the bot either on paper or using a mind map tool. That is the best way, and send it to the person for confirmation before you start building anything, because it's going to save you time. 2. Build your bot and deliver. Make sure your bot solves pain points for the influencer. 3. Launch the bot and make changes based on what the audience of your influencer need. 3. Collect your testimonial. Use your testimonials to get more paid clients. Simple. In the next video, I will teach you how to make money from the bot you build for other businesses. Thank you for watching. I'm sure you'll have heard about Fiverr. If not, Fiverr is an international freedom marketplace where freelancers and business people meet to carry out deals. Fiverr is another channel through which you can trade your bot building skills for cash by building chatbots or selling chatbot templates for businesses on the platform. To get started, please go over to Fiverr Marketplace, register an account as a chatbot solution provider. As a 5-star rated level 2 seller on Fiverr myself, I will tell you that Fiverr is generally saturated with freelancers, but the chatbot niche was started few months ago, so you have a low competition if you register on there as early as possible and you promote yourself by applying for as many jobs as possible, and don't be too pricey in the beginning. Be friendly, offer great customer support, have good communication skills, and make money selling your chatbot services via the platform. Thank you for watching. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make money from building chatbot templates. It's most likely you don't understand what a chatbot template is, but let me use something that you are likely to know to explain it to you the right way. I know when I say a website template, you know what I mean, alright? So let me use it to explain what a bot template means. We have niches in web design. For example, we have website for coaches, website for fitness clubs, and so on and so forth. So also for bots, we also have niches. Let's say I'm a motivational speaker and I have a little web design skill and I don't have a budget to hire a web designer to help me design my website. What can I do? I can go online and buy a motivational website template that is ready made. From there, I'll be able to see the features, how it looks like, the front end, and every other things. If it suits what I want to achieve, I will buy and use the template for my website. I can change things I don't like, or let's say if I know how to code a little bit, I can add more features if I have the time. This is going to help me in many ways. One, it will help me to go faster, and two, I won't be spending so much money, unlike hiring a web designer to build the bot for me from scratch. This is the same way for bot templates. Hiring a chatbot developer in a developed world is expensive. You know that. To get a basic bot developed can cost you thousands of dollars depending on the developer. That is why there are agencies, individuals who help clients and companies to build bots. These clients are likely to be in different niches, and as an agency, no matter what amount of gigs you get, you must deliver based on agreements and time. The agencies, or let me say bot developers, buy bot templates for many niches so that whenever they have clients for that niche, they will be able to have something as a starting point which they can customize based on the client needs. You get. That is why bot templates are valuable. Now, how can you make money from this method? To make money, you have to create niche targeted templates that solve problems for businesses using Chatfuel or ManyChat platform. Like I said in one of the earlier videos, make sure that whatever bot template you build solves important problems in that niche. How can you achieve this? After choosing your niche, let's say you choose authors as the first niche you want to create a bot template for. Meet some authors to discuss what problems they are facing in their business, and most likely they might not want to talk to you initially because they don't know you. It's normal. You need to find a way to entice them because you need information from them to be able to create what is worthwhile. You can give the first 3 authors a free copy of the template in exchange for their business information. Another way you can get information is by doing a Google search of what problem they are facing, but the best way I would recommend is to meet those authors in person. So let's say one of the problems they are facing is lead generation. You note it down and make sure whenever you are building the templates, this problem and other ones are solved. In the next video, I will reveal how to sell your templates and make more money. Stay tuned. Welcome. Now that your template is ready, how will you make more money? Out of those that gave you information earlier, you can give them the chatbot template for free. Install it for your business page and customize it for them, and probably get testimonials after they've used it for some time. Then show this to their competitors. Tell them you built it for them, and of course you won't say you did it for free, and make sure you give strong reasons why they need it, and of course their problems because you've got it from other authors. What people and businesses are after are the benefits they will get if they will have to give money to you in exchange for the template. Since this bot template solves their problem, then it should not be hard for them to buy the idea. Then once the deal is sealed, you install the template for each of the authors, customize it with their brand images, text, and all of that. Then you can make money. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome. Have you heard about this new platform where you can list your chatbot templates for sale? The website name is botmakers.net. After building your bot, you can go over to the platform to register and they get you clients. When the deal is completed, you are entitled to 70% of the sale of your template, while bot makers will get 30% as commission. I think it's a fair deal because so far your template is ready. Handing the bot to the buyer should not take you more than 5 to 15 minutes. Let's say you list the bot for $100, you get $70, right? Now, to make more money from the buyer, you can upsell with modifications by helping them to customize the bot to their taste, changing images, tweaks, text, and all that. Personally, I have templates for sale on this platform, and the guys behind the idea are awesome. Feel free to sign up via botmakers.net. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome. Do you know that another way you can make money from your chatbot knowledge is by writing and selling chatbot ebook on various ebook publishing platforms such as Amazon? I'm using Amazon as an example because I released an ebook on the same subject few months ago, and without any marketing, the book is earning me royalties month upon month on the platform. Of course, there are other ebook publishing platforms you can leverage to make this happen. Give it a try and you will be amazed. Stay tuned and thank you for watching. Hi, welcome back. Just like I sold this course to you, you paid to get information I'm sharing with you. I'm making money from teaching you how to make money from chatbots. If you're an expert in any area of chatbots, you can plan and create courses that add value to your prospective students. You can sell the course here on Udemy or any other platforms, or even using your own website to get sales for the courses. You will always be making money when your students buy your chatbot course. Thank you for watching and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. In this section, I will talk about different revenue models for chatbot owners who are looking for monetization strategies to get the best out of their bots. The first and the one you can start implementing right away is by selling sponsored brand promotions on your bots, and you will get paid during the process. You, the chatbot owner, is the publisher. You can reach out to brands who are selling products that have great fit for your audience. For this to work great, you must be able to present evidence of having lots of chatbot subscribers and good engagement to any brand you would like to work with. The company or the brand gets more awareness for their products and services, while you also get paid as a chatbot owner. Thank you for watching and let's proceed to the next video. Welcome back. Have you ever seen any chatbot whose owner is Amazon Associate Affiliate? They make money by listing Amazon products that are related to the primary focus of their chatbot. When any of their chatbot users go over to Amazon from their bot to purchase any item, the bot publisher gets paid a commission. Is this not cool? I have seen people implement this monetization strategy into their bot, An example is the Santa Gift Bot, a bot that gives gift suggestions for holidays. Something like that can be implemented to a chatbot via Amazon Product API. You can check out the bot at m.me/SantaGiftBot. To integrate this API into your own chatbot, you can hire a programmer on Fiverr or Odesk. I wish you success. Thank you for watching, and let's proceed to the next video.